Ever hear of Eli, the computer guy? Members, great guy to listen. He's been on it for the last 10 years. Has millions of people following him all the time. But he makes interesting comments. He's on there for usually an hour, sometimes two, and he has a live stream on, I think, Thursday. But he's interesting to listen to. Knows a lot more than I would ever know anything about. And he makes an interesting comment. You know, he made like Musk. Yeah. Musk has, to my, if I say, would think Musk has a, eagle. He bought Twitter, and because he had all this money, and it turned out to be, that's not true. He gets a subsidy from the U.S. government, so he could sell a car for $80,000, even though it may have cost him a lot more than that. He could show a profit on it because the government was subsidizing his thing, because he became a multi-millionaire at the U.S. government expense because he was making electric cars. Of course, I think he has 200,000 cars sitting on the side that don't properly work because they don't have chips in them. And this is the same guy who goes out and spends $40 billion for a social media site. And it looks like he had all this money, but it's on paper. Wow. So, unlike President Putin of Russia, who is estimated anywhere between $300 and $500 billion, in his own little private accounts. Where is the money? Very likely stored in Switzerland. Yeah, that's a favorite place for dictators. So, all I'm saying is that listen to Eli. Okay, his words are not exactly what I call good, but Eli, the computer guy, is pretty good. He tried for years to sell coursework on computers, and so last year, he decided to do a commentary, and then people reacted to what he said and subscribed to his channel, which you could subscribe to this channel, but it's not that important. I don't expect to say, oh, you can make money. I don't think so. I'm not into making money. I never have been, which is unfortunate. But for you, there's a lot of good stuff on there. There's a lot of trash on there. There's a lot of people talking about what they absolutely do not know, but they will talk about. Am I describing Donald Trump again? Yeah, he talks about everything he knows nothing about, which is supposed to be on YouTube when you do anything. But I'm just making commentary, which is interesting, and it may be as I said, about stocking up with food. Yes, stocking chlorine tablets. You never know where your drinking water is going to come from. And don't decide to do it the last minute. Go get yourself a couple plastic bottles, water bottles, and fill them up with water. And what you can do every week is dump out the old water and put in new water. And this may be going on for a long time. Or North Korea decides to launch a nuclear weapon into space and blow it up over the United States, which causes an EMP, knocks out computers like this, power stations, your car, all the electronics gone. and you're basically knocked back to pre-telephone or pre-telegraph. Yeah. What can I say? I'm here to help you. I make comments for you. A lot of my stuff really doesn't have anything to keep you alive. I just like making comments. Hey, doing this for a long time. If I go back and look at all my pages of writing, it's a lot. Usually, let's see. Since we've been online for the last 22 years, 12 a year, 500. Yeah. Hey, write a book. Publish a book on this. The life and times of a degenerate. Pretty well, because remember this. Mother is not a regular religion. But we live in America. Yes. We live in America and take the benefits of America, freedom of religion. Yes. As long as we have that Second Amendment, we have to have, If somebody says, well, why do you need a second? Well, we got freedom of religion. We got freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. And we back it up with a gun. And freedom to win wars. Hopefully we will win this war if the anti-gun people don't interfere with it too much. Well, actually, they're not large. The National Rifle Station has over 5 million members. They're not planning to, yeah, and most of them are from an ethnic country. Their ancestors are from, say, pre-Stalin or pre-Nazi. They either were occupied by the Nazis, or they were occupied by Mussolini, or they were occupied by Joseph Stalin. Yeah. So, but again, I won't say Eli is on top of everything, but I like listening to him. And This Week in Theology, yeah, well, that's for an hour, and they're current. And I think 900 and some of those I have, something like that. Oh well, that's all I have to say.